Catus, Maximus here, just talking a simple tool, a simple short video. Sometimes I do these when I'm tired. This is a Proto 5251. This happens to be a 3H thumb wheel, and that's a thumb wheel is just what it sounds like. It's just a little wheel that you can snap in the socket so you can get bolts started a little bit easier or thread them in awkward situations by hand. Maybe when you're trying to get stuff aligned and you just want to get everything snug first, and then you can take a ratchet, put it through the tool, and then of course tighten it down or have it on loosen. It also allows you to add a thumb wheel to a ratchet so you can turn it, although it is pretty long. Really the idea is when you're using short well sockets, and it gives you just a little bit more area, a little bit more purchase. I do have a snap on here, and I kind of like Proto's design just because it's a little bit bigger around, has a bit bigger area to grip versus the Snap-on. The Snap-on always seemed a little bit awkward just because the way they have it tapered. For some reason that just doesn't feel as comfortable to me, and it has a real narrow edge, so I do like the Proto over it. As we can see, nice big undercuts, do like that. What I mean by not as compact, first off, compared to an actual traditional ratcheting thumb wheel, it's about the same height. It's actually a bit taller than this thumb wheel. Even if we include the switch, this thing's almost the same height. But there are other things, such as O'Reilly's actually sells one of these really tiny thumb wheels. This thing I like just because it's the big notches, really easy to grip. And we can see something like this. This has a super low profile. And there's always the poor man's thumb wheel. And when I realized this, I was so happy. This just happens to be an anvil out of an old ratchet. And these work great as thumb wheels. Just this happened to be out of a 36 tooth. It even has an undercut so you can hold it with the center of your finger. Really great grip, and once again, much lower profile. And I think it's one of the reasons you really don't see these very often is one, there just isn't much of a sales point over actually just having a thumb wheel and a ratchet, because something like this is just not a whole lot smaller once again than a traditional ratcheting thumb wheel. And it seems to be the kind of thing that people hold on to, because I hardly ever see these things on the used market. But overall, I think it's not a bad design, so I just wanted to do a little video about it. Anyway, and there's even these little socket drivers. These things are super small too. Anyway, I really appreciate everybody who's been watching and subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Till next time, Catus Maximus out.